Hey you guys, the teach back that I'm going to be doing today is going to be on the medium of oil. The painting that I used, and unfortunately I do not have a printout of it, but you can find it on in chapter 17 on page 294. It is of Mr. Peter Paul Rubens' Raising of the Cross. That was done with oil paint on a panel. The book talks of how when oil paint was first created, it was done on wood panels, um, rather than on canvases. That comes a little later. The book also talks of how it was the preferred method of painting um, for a very long time, and I think it's still very popular now, using that medium oil. It has been known to be made from different vegetable oils, from walnuts, linseed, and poppy seeds. And early European artists like the brothers, excuse my pronunciation, Hubert and Jan van Eyck, captured the luminous quality that was capable from using oil glaze. Oil is capable of creating a truer transparency than versus other mediums, and it also dries a lot slower than other mediums, and this allowed for artists to edit their work while it was still wet, or while some of it was dry and some of it was wet, and they were still able to edit it and get a good outcome, versus using other mediums. Um, Tom Woodall demonstrated the direct method of wet on wet painting, and excuse me, and also he demonstrated the layer impasto method, where he would basically stack um, layers of oil paint and give it this look of different layers and different stacked colors of oil. And there's I forget which page it's on, but that is also that painting that represents that is in that chapter. And lastly, despite the layered method of impasto that is capable of using oil paint, when it dries, it is still flexible versus other paintings, other mediums. Um, it dries flexibly, and so this allowed for when larger paintings were done that it was able to be transferred versus taking this big wooden panel and having to take it somewhere else. This is when the use of canvases came along, because you were able to roll that up without it affecting the painting and move it somewhere else due to the flexibility of oil paint. Um, yeah, that's it.